So obviously one of the best things about having a master planned community is this neighborhood definitely needs to be looked at. I'm here in one of my all-time favorite neighborhoods in Prosper, Texas, and I wanted to kind of show you guys around because not only is it really peaceful out here, but it goes into Prosper ISD, which obviously is super high rated. And they have fishing ponds, catch and release. They have resort style pools and walking trails. And it's a master planned community where they have events and people are on golf carts. It was started in 2016, but they're actually still offering new builds. And I'm here at the row of model homes, and I'm going to show you some of them because these are the best of the best builders here. And I've got multiple clients building in this subdivision, and I have multiple clients building with these builders in other subdivisions. I just wanted to bring you here because it's one of my favorites and walk you through some of the homes. I'm going to take you through Traditions because I love them and they make a great product, and I have 2 clients building with them right now. And then I'm going to take you through Perry, because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that Perry's one of my favorite builders. I'm actually building with Britain, which is their luxury division. One of the really cool things about Perry is they have a 2-year warranty. So all the builders here typically do a 1-year warranty where you move in, and if something goes wrong or if you start getting cracking or anything happens to the house during that first year, you can do a warranty call and they'll come out and fix it all for free. And Britain Perry is the only builder that does that for 2 years. And so they're family owned, they're debt free. It's just a really great company, which is why I love them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into Traditions. I'm going to show you around, then I'm going to take you into Perry, and then I'm going to show you around the neighborhood because this neighborhood definitely needs to be looked at if you're wanting that community feel. It's a slower pace. You feel like you're on the country, but you're right close to everything that Prosper has to offer. And of course, Frisco, because we border Frisco. Frisco's maybe 15 minutes from here. Amazing schools, amazing neighborhood. So let's go inside. Hey guys, I want to interrupt. If you have any questions, text me. I respond really fast. You can text, call, or email. Okay, this is the first model home that we're going to go to, and you guys are going to be mesmerized. First of all, I want to point out the door and how it's curved and beautiful and still allows light in, but yet it's private because of the texture of the glass. Notice the beautiful entry and how wide this is. If you're a moving company, this is a mover's dream because they don't have to run into any walls. A lot of these models are going to have a second bedroom down. That's important here. People really like that, so that if they have parents in town or a parent has to come live with them, the parent never has to go upstairs. They are on the first floor. Just guess anything. You've got high ceilings. You've got a lot of natural light. And you've got 8-foot doors, which is really nice. And then it's got an ensuite. And I love not having to leave the bedroom to get to the bathroom. And guests love that too. So you can see it's got a natural light window up there, but still super private. And it's got a linen closet right back there hiding. So as we make our way through, this is going to be your half bath for guests. And of course they do an amazing job with the design. I've had clients look for homes and all they worried about is where their Christmas tree was going to go. So I love it when I see these rotundas because it's where your Christmas tree can go if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't, do not put a Christmas tree there. So we're going through the curved hallway into a super open concept. What I love about this area and what mesmerized me when I came into this model months and months and months ago is all of the living space. So first of all, you have a media room downstairs, and that's becoming a bigger deal now because people here in Texas, we were making media rooms upstairs, and because it was so far away, people actually forgot about them. And when you have friends and family over, where does everybody gather? They gather in the kitchen. And so builders started putting the media room right here so that there's a flow of family and friends, and you can put the kiddos in here and turn the a movie on, and you can even shut these doors if you want to. And so I think it's a ingenious idea to have your media room connected to your living family room. And so what else I love about this is this nook over here. It's just for reading or, having quiet time or, deep conversations with friends and family. But this kitchen, the island is huge. Everything's bigger in Texas, and this house shows that, because not only do you have all kinds of cabinetry, but you have a huge island, you've got the gas range, double ovens, and then you've got this huge area. I told them I wanted this table. She said so many people have tried to look up the brand to buy it because it's such a pretty table, but seats 8 people, so you can have big families or friends over. And then this little nook with the fireplace. And I just think that it's cozy and quaint, and it's different. You don't see this very often. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I cannot stand cookie cutter. And then the office is actually back here. So it has the glass front, which is nice. So you can still see out if you need to keep eyes on your kiddos. It's got a great view. And think if you had a pool out there and the kids were playing, you could still be working and, watching out for the kiddos. But so many of us work from home now that having a dedicated office is really nice. And this one has such great natural light. And I did want to point out the walk-in pantry over there. Sliders are a really big deal here in Texas, even though in the summer months, you're never going to open them because it's too dang hot. But these are sliders. This whole thing collapses all the way down to where it's indoor-outdoor space. So in the fall and spring is really the only time that you can open these, because it is that hot here. If you've watched more of my videos, again, I talk about July and August being the twins that are horrible because it's so freaking hot here. But a lot of people will install the screens, the automatic screens that come down, and you can have an outdoor-indoor area during the fall and the spring where it's really nice, and enjoy your patio. And if people do a fire pit, it's just really, really nice. And then I want to show you guys the beams up on the top. That is a upgrade, but totally worth it if that is your jam and your design choice. And some people will stone or tile all the way up the mantle as well. One other thing I was going to show you guys is this would be the garage. It'd be a 3-car garage tandem. Tandem is when it's stacked, so you have 2 and then 1. And then you would have a mudroom, but this would be the entrance from the garage. So now I want to take you guys into the master. You've got your laundry here. It's got a sink, room for a sink. It's got lots of cabinetry. I mean, this is a laundry person's dream utility room. Full-size washer and dryer. But notice that little door. I'm going to tell you what that door is. One of the best things about this model is this right here. You can shut this door, and this is like a private oasis primary suite. Private. Nobody can get in here. And you can walk into your bathroom, and notice the floating shelves and all the counter space. You've got a tub, and you can pull the drapes, all the privacy in the world, but yet you still have natural light. And then this huge standalone shower with your hooks for your robes. But you've got your little water closet. But look here, this is a closet to die for. And look at that the little door I showed you. So this, you could just bring your laundry right into your primary closet. And don't worry, because these doors comes with locks, so your kiddos can't sneak in your closet to get into your room. And a lot of times we do a 3rd row, and that's going to give you so much more space. You just get a hook, and you can do your jackets, and you can do wreaths. I have friends that put their wreaths up there for all the different seasons. And then you have this extra storage under the stairs that people used to not take advantage of, and now builders are, so it's really nice. You can put your luggage in there. Something else that this can be used for is your tornado room. Now, don't get scared. We don't really get hit with a whole lot of tornadoes. We just have tornadoes during the springtime all the time. So you're going to want a place in your house that you can get in there and sit there until the sirens go back off. I have lived in the DFW area for almost 50 years, and I've never been hit by a tornado. I've heard them and we've been hit. It's just statistically, you're not going to get hit by a tornado. So anyway, I love this full ensuite bathroom. Now walking down the hall, we come into just this gorgeous, huge primary bedroom. And I love the bay windows. That's an upgrade. And you get to sit there and look at your backyard. And again, if you put a pool in, you're going to be able to have that oasis out there. And it's just private over here. This is a king bed, and you can still see how much room that you have on all sides. And then, of course, you've got the vaulted ceiling. All right, let me take you upstairs. As we walk up the stairs, I wanted to point out the huge chandeliers. If you build, you get to pick all of your designs out. I will tell you, you get better deals on homes that are already built that are ready to be sold. They're called spec houses. So builders will start building spec houses to get production going. If somebody doesn't buy it along the way, all of a sudden they start offering huge discounts on spec homes to get them sold. So you do not get to pick your design out. You don't get to be along for the whole process, but you're probably going to gain some quick equity. And with what these builders are doing, the design choices that they make are still really good. So I'm going to show you the landing here is a game room. They've put in a floating shelf for beverages or snacks. And then notice all of your bedrooms are separated, except for these two over here. So let's go into this one because I am going to assume that they have their own private en-suites. I don't know about you growing up, but I did not have a room that had a connected bathroom. I did not have a private bathroom growing up. I had to share, which is fine. But this is adorable, and you can make it whatever color you want it. If it's for a boy, then you can paint it when you buy it if it's already built. But it's a walk-in shower. The tile's cute. And then you've got this huge room. And so, not that kids spend a ton of time in their rooms, but it is nice to have some space. And you've got natural light that's private. And then you've got a walk-in closet, which is always nice to have. So let's go to this connected room. If you have siblings that are close, you can always put them next to each other. And this is kind of the same. It's got a huge space for a desk and a bed and nightstands. And then as you come over, it's got its own private bath. I cannot get over having my own private bath as a kid. And beautiful tile, huge walk-in closet. And a lot of people will do ceiling fans in rooms because, again, it is hot in Texas and it helps in the summers, but you don't have to. You can pick a design. Let's move over to this room. Is really independent all by itself over here. This is the bathroom that everyone's going to share if they come up and play. So it is connected to this room, but it's not en suite. So it's going to be shared. And then you've got this huge room. I mean, notice that you have beds, nightstands, and a desk, and they're nowhere close to each other. So I want y'all to recognize the size of these rooms and the size of the closets. Now notice the doors upstairs are 6 foot. The doors downstairs are 8 foot. That's pretty common with builders. You can custom build out here, but a lot of it is going to be these major builders, Traditions, Perry, D.R. Horton, Highland, but it's Huntington out here because Huntington is the luxury brand. So they have so many floor plans to choose from. I guarantee you're going to find one that fits you perfectly. Now going over here, this is also a storage room, and this is going to go out to the attic. This is for games and for linens and for blankets. We have walkout attics in these big, huge houses, and it's going to be your HVAC, and they insulate them. So it's really cool because if I were to open that door, it wouldn't be very hot. And that's big in Texas because our attics do get so hot. But a lot of them have floored space out there so you can store things and you don't have to climb up the stairs. You can literally just walk out. And this is our last bedroom, and it does have its own ensuite. I love the tile design, and it's obviously more masculine for a boy, but we've seen the girls' rooms. Again, look at these built-ins. And look how big the room is. So you've got a big old bed, you've got built-ins on either side, you have room for a chair and a desk, and an entire walk-in closet. And look at the built-in shelves. So this is just a really great design notice right out here, you can tell that they are still building here. Okay guys, this is Perry. He's my favorite. This would typically be the garage doors. During a model home in the sales, they put that into a sales office, but when they're done and they sell this, this will be the garage and garage driveway. I'm going to take you guys in and show you the difference in Perry and Traditions. So one of the coolest things about this particular model is I love how they have done the entry ceiling. So they've done the woodwork and the chandeliers that come down, and I think that is very detailed for this particular model. And when you come in, there are 2 bedrooms. I'm going to show you. Front-facing bedrooms are always going to have really pretty windows and natural light. And again, just to kind of show you the size, they've got lockers here, bedstand, and the 8-foot doors. Remember, I showed you guys that on the first floor. And then if you go over to the next room, it's the exact same, and it would share this bathroom. So it's a little different than Traditions that I just showed you guys. I wanted to point that out. And then this, there would be a wall here because that's the garage, and you would enter here and you would have your mudroom. So as we are walking through, you've got your laundry here. It's not going to be as big as the Tradition one, but that Tradition house is more expensive than this one. And then if you come down this hallway, you're going to get another bedroom. And this would be a great choice for an older child or a guest because it has the ensuite bathroom and it's got a walk-in closet. So that does work for an older child. A guest isn't going to bring all of their stuff with them unless they plan on staying for a while. But it is nice to have the walk-in shower and that ensuite bathroom. These are just linen closets. I just think storage is important and people don't notice it when they're looking at houses, but I'm here to remind you that it's important. And then of course we have this entire open concept. That's what's really popular here right now, is just being able to entertain and have all of your family in one big room. This is that kind of media concept that I was talking to you about, but it's more of a flex space. You can turn it into anything you want. If you need a home office, or if you want to turn it into a media, you can, but it's got the French doors that are glass. And I do like the beam, that's an added touch. You do have the glass fronts. You get to choose that. If you don't want them, they can be the normal. And then you can choose your lighting. That is the walk-in pantry. And then you've got this space for entertaining, or, you know, your coffee center, your beverage center, but it's really pretty. You've got some vaulted ceilings, and then your dining room is here in the middle. But you also, remember, have your stools here. So if your kiddos need to do homework or whatever, and then a lot of times people will put sliders in right here. And that's an upgrade, but it's a beautiful upgrade like I showed you in Traditions. You have that option. You've got the corner fireplace that's gas and just all kinds of space. Your primary bedroom is back here. Perry always makes their primary bedrooms really, really large. And of course, this one doesn't have a ceiling fan, which you can opt into if you want. And it's got the barn door. So again, this is a king with huge end tables and space to spare. Plus, you've got this huge thing and a chair, plus all the room in between. You do have a bunch of natural light, and it overlooks the backyard. Land in Texas is expensive, especially in the North Dallas area. So your lot and your backyard is going to be determined by the size of the lot that you buy. And then you've got your primary bathroom, and it's got his and her sinks. This is a very normal design where you have a his and her sink, and then you have a linen closet. You've got your water closet, and then you've got his and hers closets, as well as a independent standalone shower. And so it's always nice to have his and hers for obvious reasons, but that's very common with Perry and Britain. So one of the main differences in what I just showed you is Perry, you can get in the high 600s all the way up, depending on what you build, what lot you choose, and what upgrades you put into it. Traditions, which is that house we just went into, that's a much higher price point. You're talking $1 million plus over there. I'm sure you recognized the difference as I walked you through. That's a couple of the models. I'm going to show you the neighborhood now. I want to show you the resort style pool and all the pond and the catch and release. So let's head over there now. So obviously one of the best things about having a master planned community is having a master planned pool. And it's packed because it is hot. There are two different pools. There is the pool where you are going to just swim and have fun. And then over here is a lap pool where you can actually exercise. This community does have a huge catch and release pond. So I'm gonna walk down there because it's really nice for walks. I don't know if you should walk during the day like I'm doing right now because it's freaking hot. Look at all of the land. Like, you can come out here and enjoy this. This is beautiful. And again, catch and release. It's got the piers, it's got the boardwalk, and you're always gonna see people on bikes, or like I just saw a kid on a one wheel. And we've got this whole thing right here is the workout center. So you have access to all of this as a resident. And so there's always something to do, and it's beautiful and community oriented and events. And so I definitely wanted to share with you guys what it all looks like and how fun it can be for a family and for kiddos. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. If you want more information on this subdivision in Prosper, Texas, that does go into Prosper schools, that you can get a pre-owned or a new build, let me know. Reach out, text or call, and I will get back to you ASAP. In the meantime, look behind me, it's so pretty. You guys have a great day, and until the next video, we'll see you soon.